Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our final match of Starladder Day number 5 for the China region. I'm LD. I am joined, of course, by my good friend, Mr. Winter himself. Winter, we've got one more match coming up. This is going to be CIS versus Tongfu.Wanzhou. Two teams who are struggling. If we look at the group standings right now, CIS is 0-4. They'll need a Wraith King sniper and then some. And even their opponents, Tongfu.Wanzhou, 1-3, only have the one win over Dreamtime, who looks to be one of the weaker teams in the group, as they just lost another match today. So, yeah, these teams very unlikely to make the playoffs at the rate they're going.
Well, still a good experience for CIS to play with all the more established teams, and it sets them on the right path to improve as a team.
Well, Tongfu.Wanzhou, their opponents, got their first real win over a competitive team. Like they had 3 wins on Dota, but the wins were against teams that no one has ever heard of, and like I don't even know if you would call them amateur teams from China. Like just names I didn't recognize. I couldn't find any information about them, so it must have been like a local amateur cup or something like that. According to Mally, they won $3,000, but yeah, that was their first real win versus Dreamtime. So they've made improvements. CIS had a nice little run in the Sina Cup with some upsets along the way, but, well, since then, the teams have been a little bit quieter. And on that note, we'll hop ourselves into the draft now, as it is underway. CIS will be on the Dire side, Tongfu.Wanzhou on the Radiant, and let's go ahead and get our overlays working here. Yep, CIS. Oh, no, we got the teams mixed up. One of these days, I'll learn the system. One of these days. I always mix up the team order. Like, there's a different... You have to switch the order of the teams to make the overlay show the right logo on top and bottom. And for some reason, it says right and left. And it doesn't make... It doesn't make... I don't even know. I know
right is Tongfu, left is CIS.
Yes. Right
Why?
is Tongfu.
Why would it be that way?
CIS is on the Dire side. How is that right? How is Tongfu the right? I don't know. So yeah, I'm bad at overlays. LD disband. But yeah, CIS gonna go ahead and first pick the Nature's Prophet. Now that I do like. Nature's Prophet has been getting some love, but I don't know if he's first pick worthy, but I just think he's such a strong and versatile hero that it's hard to go wrong with picking him up in the first 2 picks.
First pick worthy, I think he does, because like you said, he's just very versatile. You can do so many stuff with him and adjustments, so you don't have to worry if you want your enemy to show their card first. Prophet is like one of the good pickups to open with.
Yeah, it's just such a flexible opening. As for Tongfu.Wanzhou, they went for a very damage-heavy opening. Ancient Apparition and Alchemist. A lot of ganky potential in the mid-game. Good roaming early on from the Alch if you want it. And now they go Rubik, so this does look to be the solo mid-Alch. On the Radiant side, can really abuse the Ancients if you choose. And we'll see XBG on what's, I guess, is his signature hero in the Rubik. He's played it almost every game thus far, but with mixed results. As for CIS, they ban out just the annoying to kill carries, the Lifestealer, the Slark, and now they'll look towards a support and some cores of their own. And they go for Kunkka. Shadow Demon Kunkka.
Shadow Demon Kunkka.
Will we see the Dazzle coming out next?
It's been a long time since I've seen Kunkka with Shadow Demon. Dazzle would be interesting as well. But yeah, actually Dazzle has been picked up a lot recently too. It wouldn't be surprising if they want to go for Trident, Shadow Demon Kunkka, and the Shadow Priest, the Dazzle.
You know, once, I think like twice, 2 or 3 times, Winter, I have seen that support Kunkka. Kunkka Shadow Demon dual roam. It's pretty decent.
I
but
prefer
Wench.
I prefer Wench and Kunkka dual roam. That's one of my favorite.
Why do you like it better?
Because you can do X mark swap later on mid game.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so run in, swap them, and then you X the Venge back to where she came from.
It's really effective when enemy is pushing up high ground. They will never expect that. Like, if they have never think about that, then suddenly you just swap an X mark back. It's basically like a mid hook.
One of my favorite Kunkka maneuvers, if you ever play in a pub and you get a rapier, is you just X yourself and then blink in and go for a big crit, and then you just get pulled back before they can kill you.
That's fun too.
Leshrac is actually the ban from Tongfu.Wanzhou. I guess they saw the Shadow Demon. They're like, let's ban a partner for Leshrac. Or for Shadow Demon. So they banned the Mirana, they banned the Leshrac, but CIS says, great, we'll go Kunkka instead.
Yeah, and Kunkka is like very team fight orientated as well. If Tongfu wants to fight, Kunkka is like the hero to go fight, or even more team fight with the Sand King. Yeah, Centaur AA Kunkka Sand King is gonna be a lot of area of effect damage coming in.
Even though these are two of the lesser known teams in the China division, this could be a very bloody game, a very action-packed game. A lot of burst damage, a lot of ganky potential, and just aggressive drafts across the board. No real like AFK farming heroes yet. Maybe the Prophet.
We need a Zeus now on either side.
Yes. CIS actually probably need a solo. I guess it could be the Kunkka mid, but they could. Sand King Kunkka tri-lane is not that strong, so probably Kunkka mid, I'm guessing. Or maybe Prophet off lane and then dual lanes. Shadow Demon Kunkka mid.
That could be possible too. They're gonna ban out the Luna. Okay, Luna's also a really strong team fight carry. Yeah, there's still Gyrocopter left. Gyrocopter plus Kunkka. Oh, how long? When was the last time we seen that?
That used to be. There was a period where it was. If you looked at like, I think LGD is a great example where Shao 8 Kunkka and then you just get the Sylar Gyro and they just take team fights every minute. Every 1 minute the ults cool down and they go again.
Yeah, Vici Gaming as well. They put super on the Kunkka and then the carry on the Gyro. They do that a lot too.
So how do you feel about Luna? Because Luna's really fallen off in terms of popularity. She still seems strong to me, but teams are just ignoring her a lot of the time. Any reason why you think that's happening?
I think she's still really strong, but the weakness of that hero is early. She's easy to kill, and she's sort of like, even though you call her a team fight carry, but she needs a lot of farm as well. Because she's like really easy to kill without farm, and even if you get like early BKBs, if the enemy has like something like a lifestealer, he can still like just rage and hit you, and you still can't win the man fight against the lifestealer that early on. And you pick Luna to fight, and you can't fight against certain carries early on, so then it defeats the purpose of getting that hero.
Yeah, and I guess we've seen less jungle supports as well. We haven't seen much, honestly, Winter. Where are the Enchantress and the Enchantress especially, but even the Chen, they've just disappeared.
Reserve time.
Nobody prefers these supports in China right now.
Maybe once in a while you see it, but I think both of the jungling supports are still hugely viable, and in certain lineups it could work really well.
Oh
okay,
boy.
This is like
TI2.
Morphling. Oh no, and there's a Shadow Demon. Haha.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International 2.
You do not sound like Gabe at all.
No. Not. Did I tell you that I met Gabe Winter?
During your trip to Seattle recently?
Yes, I ran into Gabe when I was getting ready to get on the elevator. Yeah, when I went to Seattle, oh god, how long was it ago? Like a few weeks ago? And he looked at me, he recognized me, and then he said, I listen to you a lot. I listen to you a lot. That's what he said.
Prepare for battle.
He was, you know, like, I feel like most people, like, if they're like, oh yeah, like, I like your casting, man, it's pretty good, or, you know, if they don't like your casting, they just won't say anything, but Gabe's just like, I listen to you a lot. I assume that's a good thing? I'm not sure, but I just thought it was a very funny way to say it.
At least he didn't tell you something else like, welcome, welcome to Valve.
Welcome to Valve. That's better than not welcome to Valve. Okay, let's introduce our teams here before we get distracted too much. We've got Tongfu.Wanzhou on the Radiant side. They're 1-3, and then CIS, the youngest team in China right now as far as those like top tier teams go. They are average age of 19. There are a lot of babies on this squad.
Yeah, Rolly is 17 years old, if I'm not mistaken. The Sand King player.
The miracle of China, perhaps, in terms of age, anyway. Okay, we'll introduce them now. Rolly going to be playing the Sand King. Io, normally known for his Mirana, now on the Shadow Demon. Inflame, the solo mid Kunkka. Demon's going offlane Prophet, and they're going to show the Prophet offlane, but they actually have two supports waiting for the first blood, and that does leave June as the anti-mage. This is the Liquid. Liquid used to do this a lot. I don't know if you saw those games.
Mushi likes to do this too last time. And on the Radiant side, we have Tongfu XPG on the Rubik. They're going to do an aggressive trialing on their own, CJZ on the Morphling, and we have Tongfu Q playing the Ancient Apparition, UU9 on the Alchemist, and lastly we have MT on the Centaur, safe lane, he's gonna find himself a huge surprise soon.
Well, can they kill him though? He's got 8 tangos and a stout shield.
587 with a prophet. Yeah, they need the prophet to harass him like
A lot.
100 or 200 damage, something like that.
I think they were expecting
Man,
like a
Look at
defensive.
him. He's taking damage, killing the illusions with return. Lol.
Well, I didn't realize that worked on illusions. Wow. I knew, you know,
I
Axe's
told
spin
you.
does as well.
Yeah, I told you, you learn something every game.
Did you know that worked on illusions?
No, I didn't know, I just knew.
It's funny, like, he's trying to bait it, but it's just not working, because he's not doing any damage.
Look at him.
He's dying to illusions! Please report Centaur. Imba hero.
And they still can't kill the centaur.
No, this is never gonna work. They're just wasting time. They need to harass him, like, 6, 7... Prophet needs to auto-attack him, like, 10 times or something.
Maybe they can do one thing, summon Treants and surround him. That's all.
No, maybe now. He is diving the tower
Yeah,
a bit.
they should go soon.
They need Soul Catcher, I think. If they had Soul Catcher, I could see this happening.
The centaur's like, he's still like, usually you would check when it's like so long the supports are not out yet. But this guy is just totally...
You know who's scared is the Alk. The Alk still thinks he's getting ganked mid. Look at him just sitting all the way up the hill. He's like, they must be ganking me, right? Come on. And meanwhile, the anti-mage has no support. So Morphlin's just free farming. He's 11-2. AM's 2-0. Okay, are they trolling us? Like, even if it works, it's hardly even worth it anymore.
Yeah, it's like, oh my
not
god,
even
they
worth
wasted
it.
so much time.
And they're not even going to get this kill. They'll get him when he goes for his boots. This is not even going to work. Maybe with
need
the
the
surround.
surround.
They need the surround. Burrow Strike
Surround.
2.
Come on, walk up trees around.
But he just stomps and runs away. They might actually get him.
Oh,
There's the
he's
surround. No, it is going to work. He's got 8 tangos. 5 tangos.
No,
Tango
close.
through. Tango. 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 No.
Tango.
Tried to deny himself. Didn't get it.
You can't deny yourself with double H. You will never die from double H.
Didn't you? You used to be able to, right?
Yeah, a long time ago, but they changed it.
Okay. I must have missed that. Actually, I think I knew that, but I didn't know it, apparently. It's one of those things, it's like, oh yeah, that's how it works now. I don't know, man. Getting old. What can I say? It's like when... It's still like whenever you see a Blink Dagger, I always have to remind myself that it doesn't cost mana anymore. Just ingrained in me. 75 mana cost. It was 75 mana cost for like 8 years.
Yeah, you can't, like, when you are getting old, you seem like you have habits and it's hard for you to learn new stuff from Dota.
Yeah. So you young whippersnappers, thank your lucky charms that...
I'm old, I'm not young. I'm almost your age.
I know. You are old, Winter. It's okay, though. But yeah, this safe lane Centaur, still going to have a very good time. He's already level 4. Sure, he gave up first blood, but that's not really the biggest deal. There's a face boots on Prophet, which makes the lane harder, but it's still kind of difficult to harass.
Man, the thing is, like, he's still like standing very far ahead of the lane. If the Shadow Demon and Sand King would have come up the left-hand side, they might catch him. Like, he's still standing really, like,
They
not
do have
really...
an Observer Ward, but
Yeah.
they need the Prophet to harass him a lot.
Maybe going for the middle kill, but just look at the Alchemist. Look the position he's standing. Oh, he wants to stack the Ancients. Okay.
Somebody's been watching replays. Yeah, you can do the same thing with March of Machines as well if you just shoot them that way. And you've got to do it a bit earlier, but... Well, here comes the
Anti-mage
disruption.
gank! Anti-mage gank!
Did he block the stack?
No, he didn't, but he's trying to gank middle. He was thinking about going middle, then the middle guy says, sorry, I don't have X-Mark.
You know it's hard times for Anti-Mage when he's ganking mid. He's got 5 CS. They're still just tri-laning top. I mean, is it even worth it for... Well, hold that thought. Disruption.
They got him.
Finally, the Torrent's gonna come through. The Burrow Strike's available. The Torrent barely catches him. Not even gonna bother with the Burrow Strike. And he actually gets stunned, but I don't think there's enough damage here. Maybe.
Maybe. There's still Fable.
One right
One
click.
more hit.
Oh, so
7
low.
HP.
So low.
Oh yeah, that torrent was like barely, almost missed.
I don't know about this trade for CIS though.
Yeah,
Sure,
very far.
they shut down.
feel
They
they are
get
very
first
far.
blood.
I feel they're very far behind.
Look at this Morphlane. This Morphlane has 33 CS to the 6 of the enemy anti-mage. That I don't feel like that's worth shutting down Centaur and slowing down Alchemist at all.
If they got 2 kills, maybe it's still like if they got 2 kills in a space of maybe like let's say 2 to 3 minutes, then it's okay. But it's like 5 minutes.
Hard to say that it's worth it anyway. Of course, the Prophet is almost level 6 though, and that's where for CIS the anti-mage isn't having a good time, but they can turn the fight around a bit with that.
They're smoking it out. They're like, okay, anti-mage, we're coming for you.
They know they have the Prophet all coming now, so this is a good timing for CIS.
Huh, but the smoke is rather early though. It's like
yeah, you normally would want to smoke like here.
Yeah, true.
Well, I think this will still work though. If they just get a Burrow Strike or a Disruption, that's the kill. Prophet ult will do a ton of damage, and the smoke's gonna wear off right on top of a Radiant Observer. But I think Q's still dead.
Oh no, the Morphling just waved.
Oh, I don't know if you want to go for him though. There's a Soul Catcher. It is gonna connect. Actually, they have the damage. I think he's morphing. He's morphing.
Anti-mage will die. Oh, anti-mage.
They get the kill, but it's a 1-for-1. 1-for-2 now. Still worth it, especially with how well the Morphling's been farming.
But anti-mage, like I think they didn't really need the anti-mage to blink in to hit, but yeah, maybe they might not have gotten enough damage on the Morphling. He was worried because he was really low when he blinked in.
There's a haste turn top here, and with the Alch ult having just been used, they might be able to get a kill on him as it wears off. They'll have to be careful. He's got no vision towards the side.
The thing is, like, you don't have X mark, so alright, okay, there he's running in. He's so screwed.
Oh boy, he's dead. That's a big boat. Kill secured.
So it's another kill for the 2 roaming supports. Now they are not too far behind now. They are slowly catching up with all the kills. They are same level with the Rubik and the AA. Oh no, actually AA is level 5 because he got the anti-mage experience at top.
Still though, I think for CIS, now it's a stable game. With the extra kills as well as Prophet coming online very early, level 7. Every time the Prophet ult's up, they can just use that and the boat, and maybe the support, just one support comes in and that's a kill.
Yeah, the Prophet ult is up already. Maybe they can try to get them off. No, it's too difficult. This position. It's a little bit difficult.
He's pretty tanky. Last time he died, but he was kind of low on mana when the fight started, and he had used waveform, so...
Yeah, he used waveform. That's the main thing.
He really doesn't need to use... You don't need to use waveform to farm in this situation.
No, he was harassing the anti-mage. That's why the anti-mage was low in the first place.
Well, I think with all these heroes off the map, right now the Sandcade's off the map, the Prophet can always show up and is currently MIA. There's no reason to get aggressive here.
Yeah, Prophet almost has his Midas too.
And if it goes past the laning stage and towards the mid game fairly even, well, CIS have Prophet anti-mage, so you've really got to favor them in a farm war. Not really even close.
Yeah,
I guess there is the Alch though.
No, the Alch is gonna... Nah, I think the Alch is still alright because they have Conquer as well, so it's sort of like balance out. And CIS, the 3 cost of CIS is much more greedy than Tongfu's carries.
This Alch has been pretty efficient. He got a few stacks off. He can get another now with the Acid Spray, which I think he's about to drop. And there's also the Sentry Ward. So they dewarded the camp immediately. That's a wasted Observer. And he will aggro the creeps out right now.
Just look at the CS of the Conquer and the Alchemist. I did not realize it was such a big gap at all.
Well, the Alch's been more focused on getting runes and just stacking this camp. Speaking of which.
Oh. It will be his demise.
Pride cometh. Oh, Disruption, Soul Catcher. I think they still got him, even through the Alch regen. It's just not nearly enough. The boat, that'll be the difference. The Ancient Apparition runs into it, then thinks better of it, runs away. Meanwhile, there's a waveform. They'll clean up one, but Prophet ult bounces through. It's not enough. I don't think it bounced to the Ancient Apparition. Yeah, I don't think it bounced to him.
He wanted to run in because of Centaur ultimate. He just wanted to do some damage.
X-Torrent here. Oh boy, Morphling used his waveform. He could die now. He's got a replicate up, but he's just manning up. Centaur comes in. Oh. There's your Blink Dagger. MT should at least get the 1 kill. Replicate's chasing 1. They'll clean up the that boat. Oh, Torrent. Pretty well done though.
He almost survived that, but it was still 2 for 2, I think.
We'll need a pause here, as Demons is going for a kill bottom on this poor Rubik. No ultimate, no TP. If he throws him backwards, I think he'll live. And he is doing.
Probably he'll live. I think he'll live.
Yeah. The phase boots are on cooldown for 3 seconds.
And even the Chinese players are lagging on Perfect World Server. Packet loss.
We're lagging less than the Chinese players.
Really?
Well, I'm lagging less than them. At least, I guess as an observer, though, it's not as noticeable. But I can at least see what's going on very clearly. So, Winter, I've slept 3 hours in the last 48 hours. How about you?
7 hours every 24 hours. You sound like you need some, Red Bull.
Oh, the Red Bull has stopped working. You get to a certain point where it's like the only thing that will save you is sleep. Or some hardcore drugs, which I'm not prepared to take. Not prepared for those.
Yeah, you need to rest once in a while.
Sleep is for the strong.
No, sleep. I'll tell you a phrase in Chinese. Sleep is for you to go for a further journey.
That's very.
That's why you rest.
So you can have further journeys.
Yeah, so that you can move on further.
You've inspired me to sleep.
Okay. Reconnected. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done
I'm
that.
sleep casting. It's fine, man. I got this. You know, that's the one thing that's going to be awesome about getting old, is you can just take naps whenever you want, and nobody can criticize you for it. Like, my grandparents would take these naps, and it's like, you can't flame them for it. They're old people. Like, they need their rest, you know? It's great. It's only babies and old people can take naps.
I get the feeling that you can't wait to get older.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's the silver lining, you know? There's some benefit, at least.
And you get pension.
Yeah. Although you're no longer necessarily as... You don't get the most benefit out of the money, but you get the pension. That's true.
You get to go to the casino every night.
The alternative is to go the God's route and just buy yourself a Lamborghini with all your esports dollars while you're young. That's definitely an option.
Huh, I prefer for you to have a new studio in Singapore.
If you want to build me one.
What? Why me?
Well, because you're offering, right?
Middle lane.
Alkstun is available. The Kunkka is just completely caught out. Doesn't get his boat off. He has an X, but it's not going to matter. He'll go down with ease. Tongfu. XPG didn't steal spell, though, which I'm not a big fan of, but it's okay.
Nobody's a big fan of not stealing spells. He could have gotten the Torrent at least. Would be really good for him.
And they'll just keep on pushing through. Will they be able to defend? Profital comes. Acid Spray also dropped, and the AM slowly pushes the top lane.
He's actually 10, like, just 10 CS behind the Morphling now. Huh.
That's pretty sad. That's also because they just abandoned this lane. They haven't been contesting the AM the past few minutes, though.
Yeah, and they probably could have, like, rotated the Morphling earlier towards the bottom lane so that he can get safer farm as soon as possible, but yeah, that affected his farm rate a little bit. Now the anti-mage is just like, it's not far behind at all.
There's a haste up on the Alk, but there's an observer ward here for the Dire, so very low percentage gank.
He has like non-stop ancient.
This is like what Super was. This is what Super was doing for Vici. He just constantly farmed it and stacked the ancients, and you just max acid spray, and you give the support the mid lane so they get levels. It's pretty clever, actually.
I need to block these ancients. I need to block these ancients when I face them.
Yeah. Actually, I've noticed that the Chinese teams have been hit or miss with warding the ancients. There was one ward attempt this game, but there's been some games where teams just ignore it. Like whether it's a Bristleback or an Alchemist, it seems like teams have not been as disciplined about their ancient warding lately as they used to be. And I guess it's just because this patch, there's more ganking.
You know what, David? It's like, I think in certain teams, you remember the game yesterday, Ice vs Beastmaster, his ancients got warded twice in the early game. I can't remember against who, but yeah, he got warded twice in the Ancients early game.
Which game was that? Oh, hold
Top-
that thought.
top lane, top
Wait,
lane.
stop. There is a Kunkka here. Doesn't drop the X though. The Ancient Patrol comes through. That should be the death of Roly. Can he get disrupted? Keep him alive a little bit longer? He's running away from his teammate. Io says, come over here, buddy. I want to save you. And he will
Wow.
save him.
The
The
boat-
rum. The rum.
The Cocoa Rum. Drinking beer is good.
He's down to 1 HP. So close to shattering. He just kept on running away. He would have actually shattered even with the rum without that disruption.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower
The
is
guy's
under
like, come back here. Oh, AA is gonna die again.
And June comes, and now... Oh, there's your prophet. They'll clean up the Ancient Apparition.
Oh, here comes the Centaur.
Blink, stop. He's got a double edge available and a wave over the top. The double edge connects on 3. Alk stun's coming, but he gets disrupted. The stun's gonna go off. It won't stun himself because it went off when he was disrupted. Close call.
Didn't you feel that situations felt like really familiar? Every time it's the AA getting ganked while getting level 6 in the middle lane.
Oh, the Chuan game, yeah.
Yeah, the Chuan game and the Banana game. Banana got ganked twice when he was getting his level 6 as AA.
The funny part was in the Chuan game, he still ended up having like 3 or 4 items and was like really farmed anyway. 4 staff and eggs at like 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, he got a 4 staff really early because he got kills. Even though he got ganked like few times. But it's getting like... It's becoming a trend. You send your support AA towards middle to get levels and we gank your AA.
It's like, what is the hero supposed to do about that, you know? That's what you should do against H Apparition. Just punish his lack of defense mechanism and the fact that he's just a greedy support who wants to sit in lane and farm and get levels.
Yeah,
I think I want to see more Storm Spirit with all the Ancient Apparition picks. We've seen it occasionally, but I feel like that hero is just amazing at punishing AA.
The thing I have with Storm is like, if you're against an early game roaming duo, you might be having a really rough early game unless you do it like
Right.
how Vichy.
But
how
when they
Vichy
run
does.
Ancient Apparition, they're not normally roaming, right?
Oh
So-
yeah, if they have ancient impression, yeah.
Sometimes teams do. I think you can actually roam with him because of Chilling Touch, but most teams don't really opt to do that because it's risky if you don't get his level 6 quickly.
Yeah, anti-fun, getting gank.
There's a Blink Stomp available. Ancient Apparition ult's coming in. They're trying to bait June, and he's just gonna blink away. Looks like they saw the ult flying top.
Yeah, if you pay attention enough, you can see a red dot on the minimap every time they shoot the ice blast. So it should tell you that someone's trying to kill you before it even happens.
No, they're just sending it to you as just to be your friends. Top
Spamming
lane.
it like a rocket flare, and this Centaur is really patient.
Dire
Patience from
structures
Mr.
are
MT. Ancient Apparition ult will cool down soon.
Yeah, he's taking lessons from Joe.
Speaking of Joe, he's gonna start casting soon, apparently for
Yeah, I
WPC.
think he's already casting
Dire's
like
bottom
now.
tower
No,
has
is he?
fallen.
He's
No.
casting this second. They're gonna go with the stun. The stomp's there. This time the Ancient Apparition ult is on the mark. No chance for a disruption. No reaction really at all. The boat comes through, but not very effective. And now they'll try and purge
Oh, boat got stolen?
CJZ and retreat. But they keep on chasing. Oh boy, that's not gonna be good. Epicenter channel, but the boat negates largely all of the damage. Then they come over the top with the stomp, clean up the Sand King. And CIS are just out of gas. They're gonna have to split push and they're gonna have to stall this game. They can't really team fight, it feels.
Look at
Dire's
that.
top tower is
Patience
under attack.
paid off. Look at that. They almost managed to save him though if he were one like a little more to the right. The Shadow Demon would have disrupted him and the boat would have, probably the fight would have just turned that instant.
And with the stolen boat, Tongfu's team fight is so strong right now.
Boat A out the Centaur ultimate.
They
What
want to
more
go.
can you ask?
Wait, do they really want to go on the Centaur?
Can they
It's a
kill him?
really difficult gank.
And they do not have Shadow Poison, so if you disrupt him, he can blink away. You need Shadow Poison for that to disable the blink.
And it's like, even if you kill him, is it really worth it? He's like at this point, Centaur has what he needs, which is Blink and Tranquil Boots. He doesn't need more items, although they'll help him. He's like I'd say he's actually the least important hero, even less important than the supports now.
I feel he's like an improved version of a Clockwork.
Yeah,
Dire's middle tower is under
but I
attack.
feel he needs even less items. Like I don't even think you need a 4 staff or anything. Just a blink, that's it.
But why not if you have more items? You can actually deal damage.
I'd honestly rather give the farm to the H-Apparition of Rubik. But bottom lane, they have gone in with the stop. Your Nature's Prophet will get sniped out, but the Alchemist, it looks like, comes from the backside. Getting some visual lag here, but the key is that CIS are getting worked over again. Just pounded into submission, and the chase is on. They've got an Alch stun. Channeling it right now. Roly goes in with the stun. He has no way to dodge this. Another blink, another stomp, and this could be the death of the Shadow Demon. Nope.
Shadow Demon might go down too. Leaf is... Oh no, they're not gonna chase.
Alch threw a stun, but again, I'm just not... I didn't see it. I feel like I'm... I guess it is Perfect World lagging a little bit. It hasn't been as bad as it normally is when it's lagging, though.
When the Chinese players are lagging themselves, you know the server is unstable.
The tower will fall here. CJZ is going to last hit it, and that's his ultimate orb. So Lincoln's coming soon. Meanwhile, your anti-mage almost has Claymore. That's not too bad, honestly. He can catch up, even with how bad the game's gone. If they don't keep on ganking him, I would say in 10 minutes, he'll have more farm than the Morphlane, probably by like a couple thousand gold.
Yeah, but he might die.
But they're going to keep on ganking him. So
yeah, he might die right now.
Maybe not. They'll go with the Alch stun here. He blinks right into it. No! What awful luck for June. The courier comes in as well, but I don't know if they've got the follow-up. They'll blink to the north.
Oh, where's the AA Ice Blast? Okay.
No, mid lane. Mid lane, Centaur. Or no, H-Apparition. They baited out an Epicenter. And now in comes the Centaur just dunking fools left, right, and center. Io's going to fall. No leap out for you because you ain't Mirana this game, sir. Now, a Sprout, an U9. Can they chase him down? They've got the Chilling Touch. They've got a blink. A stomp. Another catch. Demons will fall here too. The boat comes over the top and they lift the Sand King right up into it, crashing down as the boat splinters all around him. 3 dead.
This looks like it's getting really bleak for them already. All their hope is in just one basket now. That one basket.
Yeah, I don't know. This Prophet isn't quite... He's decently farmed, but he's just so easy to gank with the Centaur.
And when the Morphling gets his Utero Blade, it's gonna be easy pickings for him. It's just gonna be up to the anti-mage. But the Prophet can do decent with his Necrobook. Like, the only thing they can do now is just rats up and down. One lane anti-mage, one lane Prophet. And hopefully the Sand King and Shadow Demon can stop their TPs, hold the towers long enough. That's like their main plan right now.
Man, he wants to go push bottom so bad, but he's just so weak right now. Just the Battle Fury and Treads. No, doesn't want to be laning against this Morphling.
Yeah, backup is coming over. Oh, the A is so far ahead in the lane.
They'll drop a sentry here, they'll bottle up an invis, and they'll head towards mid. It's really just the Prophet and the AM who have to create the space now. Split push, while the team just tries to set up ganks behind you, maybe baits you, or just goes for the trades. And this will be their trade attempt. They're going to try and sneak a Roche. And it seems Tongfu.Wanzhou will be caught by surprise, and this Aegis could also go to June. This could be the start of the comeback, Winter. Tongfu, they're ahead, but they have not won this game yet.
Yeah, this is a really good move. They showed the anti-mage on the lane, and they would think that they're either protecting the anti-mage or trying to gank somewhere else, and then the rest of the heroes were like grouped together waiting for the gank, but they were actually doing Roche.
And Tongfu.Wanzhou, sure they've got this Morphlane. Alk is now has 3 points of Grieval's Greed. These heroes farm pretty well, but they're not going to keep up with a Midas Prophet and a Battle Fury Anti-Mage unless they keep on finding kills. And the kills have slowed down a bit. So CIS, if they play this right, I'm not ready to count them out yet.
Yeah, they definitely still have a shot in this game, but it's still up to Tongfu how they move around the map and how they limit the space that CIS will be getting. Oh, here comes a boat. Wow.
Casual boat.
Okay.
Yeah, CIS should just not defend this. This is, not, even with the Aegis, not a tower they want to defend.
Yeah, they just need to buy as much time as possible.
Push the bottom lane. Prophet, as soon as you see TP's back, can head towards top maybe. Or even start farming camps like these.
Yeah, it's just a very standard rat strat now.
the rat strat. I don't know why, but that rhyme cracked me up. I'm easily amused, I guess. Torrent's gonna fly, nails the replicate, nicely done. Which I guess is gonna get some return damage, so that's not too bad. But they're in danger of losing a tier 3 here. Tongfu's making a very aggressive play. But remember, if they overextend for this, and AM and Prophet show up and get a few kills, this graph is gonna just plummet in their favor. And they force the TP back. Now they can farm the enemy woods, Rotate towards their own Ancients. They did lose a lot of tower HP, though. 1,200 for that defense, plus a tier 2.
Yeah, but still, I think it's still alright for them. As long as the push, they buy themselves like another 5 minutes to farm. The Prophet and anti-mage gets a lot more stronger. That's alright. But I only have one issue right now. It's like, I think the Shadow Demon should have like at least 2-3 points in his poison. Because they are in a very defensive situation.
I guess Disruption normally would be good this game. There's an anti-mage on your team and an illusion-based carry on the other, or stats-based one, the Morphling, but when you're getting pushed this hard, especially with the new Shadow Poison, 5 stacks.
Yeah,
What is the damage on 5 stacks?
They don't really have any spells to be spamming at the creep wave when they push in, apart from the Torrent, so not having the Shadow Poison is like one less defensive capability. They really don't have much to spam out the wave. Yeah, so I think it's a really big loss for them not to have the Shadow Poison on the Shadow Demon now.
Do you know how much it does when you get all 5 stacks and you release it? It's like 500 damage or something? Before not counting Soul Catcher.
I don't know the exact damage.
It's probably hard to do the math. 65 plus 105 plus
you need to count the base stack as well. The 5 times the base stack. 65 per stack.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
We'll do the math later.
You need to get Brian to do it.
No, I can do it, just not while I'm also trying to control the camera and cast. I can do math, alright, Winter? God. Jesus. Let's wait.
I'm trying to help you. You have 3 hours of sleep.
The rat is... Oh my god. Oh, I thought he's staying around. He's so lucky. There were 3 heroes right here. Just TP's out right over there. Living life on the edge. But CIS are playing this well. Like, the AM's caught up. He's still on track to surpass the Morphling in the next few minutes.
He already has more last hits than the Morphling. It's just about getting the towers and they're good to go. But Tongfu just need to force a fight at top since the tower is so low already.
This is why I really dislike the Linken's build. Like, even if you're ahead, if you're up against AM or Luna or a Gyro, like anyone who flash farms faster than you, they're gonna catch up. And you just can't... Like, what does the Linken's actually do? If he's not constantly fighting, it's pretty useless. I feel like this is where Ethereal Blade, or maybe even BKB, is just a lot stronger.
I like the Lincoln for the mana regen, so you can keep spam because like Morphling is a very mana dependent carry.
It's such an expensive item for mana though. Like, don't you think just Bottle and Aquila is enough?
I don't think Bottle and Aquila is enough in like if you are using your waveform to farm constantly.
Oh, top lane. They'll go in now. X-Tort catches out the Alchemist, and they're gonna bring down the tier 3. The anti-mage is not... He should be like backstabbing the creep wave instead of just hanging out here. And he's trying to bait them back, but they've stolen the blink.
Yeah, he's gonna go behind and clear the wave, I think.
What is he doing? He's like blinking in, very confused. They'll waste the boat here as well, and that's go time. There's no ult available. The Stomp's gonna completely fail though. They catch out Ruli, bring him down. The Mono Void's there. It's okay damage, but Morphling's working on June, and June's gonna go down. Throws away the Aegis. The Kunkka BKB has already been used. There's just not much left here. CIS almost out of gas. CJZ will clean up another. June is not creep skipping, so they'll have a wave to conduct the second level of this push, and the Rex will fall. Tongfu, 26 minutes in, they've broken the base against the AM Prophet. Not out of the woods yet, but pretty damn close. And, you know, again, why was June not creep skipping?
Yeah, he should have just like take away 1 or 2 waves before they engage, and there's no creep, and they can't really out damage the backdoor there. Backdoor protection.
I feel like CIS is not used to running this kind of draft. This is where I think that just their not being a relatively new team is showing itself. When they ran their Wraith King Sniper, they were very comfortable.
Need to take lessons from the Rat Lord.
The Rat Lord. But like, if that's Miracle or, you know, someone else who's more comfortable in that style of game, yeah, they wouldn't have hesitated. June? Oh my god. Just fed a solo. Just blinked in defeat. Just blinked in defeat. And then he leads the Prophet to his doom. Oh, June. Not the best decision making.
He wanted to like burn away the Morphling's mana, but he just got replicated and he had to run.
The way that developed just looked really sloppy. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna run in and feed, man. Fuck this game.
He's like, he already given up. hope.
It didn't feel that way though. That's like when the game's over and you've got that one, or when it seems like it might be over and you've got that quitter teammate, just like GG, starts running down mid and dying as much as possible to end the game faster.
And you need to sell all the items too.
There's now a Heaven's Halberd up on the Centaur.
Under attack.
I think it's like they're gonna be able to get one more, maybe a tower at
Is
least.
under attack.
Disruption. Onto the Alchemist. Well, Morphling just keeps on pushing. Completed Eye of Scotty's online. And he's just gonna start right-clicking now. Anti-Mage will come in. Morphling is low in mana here, and he's pretty heavily strength morph, but he's just too tanky. The right-clicks keep on coming. They brought down 4. They've brought down 5, and Tongfu take their second win. Tongfu.Wanzhou.
Dire's middle barracks
That's their
is under
second
attack.
win over a real team, Winter.
Radiant
They're now
victory.
2 and 3. 2 and 3. Not bad, honestly.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think-
the. I don't know if you remember them from WPCAs. This is the team that went 0 and 36, I believe, or maybe it was 0 and 38.
oh, that team. Okay.
Yeah, it's the amateur team that did not win a single game in the first season of WPCAs.
Okay.
Yeah. So hey, two wins against decent teams, DT and CIS.
Yeah, they come a long way, and with Tongfu giving them sponsorship, I think they're really en route to becoming a more experienced team. And I don't think they're actually that weak though compared to the last time out I saw them. They've
Yeah.
improved a lot.
I feel like they're pretty decent too, buddy. They're not bad. Well,
Someday.
it's been a long day. I'm pretty tired, man, so we're going to make this quick. But that's going to wrap up our broadcast here for Starladder China. We do have a lot of more action coming your way very soon, though. We just finished Korea as well, and we have Europe. How long is it? Let me see if I can bring up the schedule here real quickly. We've got a little Europe, and it's probably like 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours. Let's see. What is today? All right. Seems like the websites aren't working. I'll try Team Liquid here. 3 hours. 3 hours and 8 minutes, and still Starladder continues. I hope that's right anyway. But Winter, that's gonna wrap up our broadcast. And are you gonna join me tomorrow? By the way, do you know?
Yeah, sure.
Looking forward to having you here again, buddy. Should be
Yeah,
fun.
take care, and remember to get some rest.
Okay, I'll get some sleep. Guys, he's Winter, of course. You can follow him, twitter.com/WinterDota. Myself, LD, twitter.com/LDDota. And Beyond the Summit, twitter.com/Beyond the Summit. Thanks for watching. This will conclude our Starladder China broadcast. Stick around, though. If you'd like, you will have some tunes up. And in about 3 hours, Starladder Europe will continue. See you later, guys.